Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing fantastic today. I use that word a lot, fantastic. I just love it, and the fact that you are watching my video and you are my fan, I'm just loving the word fantastic. So today I have another recipe to share, and it is something that I've never made before. I actually had to look up online to see how to make it, because I just love it and haven't had it in a while. And this one is actually not from around here, or not even in my country. I looked up the recipe and it's actually simple, so easy to make, so I think I can make it. But it's so simple, the ingredients and how they make it, it's just very easy, but it's so good. It's called Vetkoek. I think I say it right. Vetkoek. South African bread. And I think American people call it fat cakes because it puffs up and looks fat, and they call it fat cakes. Fat cake or Vetkoek. I will leave all the ingredients in the description box below if this works. I'm trying it out because I love it. We went to South Africa probably 2 years ago, and I was in love with it. I was in love with that bread. It was so good. And there's two types of Vetkoek, the sweeter one and the savory one. And I enjoy the sweeter one because I don't want to add anything else but just eat it like a nice dessert. But even the sweeter one, it's actually lighter, like not as sweet. So I hope the recipe that I'm making today is not too sweet. It should be a dessert, but not really. It's bread. That's my dog. Alright, so let's get into the ingredients. So in this recipe I use 3 cups of bread flour, 1.5 cup of lukewarm water, 4 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt. And also I have a sunflower on the side on top of those 3 cups of flour. I use that extra flour. It's just when I start kneading, and if I need more I will use it. Alright, so let's get to it. So the 3 cups of flour, I will add the sugar in there. The recipe is so easy, just add everything together technically. And the salt. Give it a good mix. Alright, and then just add lukewarm water. So the water is supposed to be lukewarm and not hot, so I'm gonna put my finger in just to make sure it's not burning. Okay, so that's good. What I love about this recipe is that I don't even need to use milk. Alright, so I add it a little bit at a time. Oh, I'm not gonna use this. Actually, I'm gonna use this. Alright, so this is 1.5 cup of water, and it's actually like very watery, like wet, but I think that's what makes it different. That's what makes Vetkoek so soft. I love it. Alright, so I've mixed them all together. I think they look very good and one now. So I am going to start kneading. I'm gonna use this bread. Before I put that down on the floor, I'm gonna just add additional flour. Make sure it's not sticking all over the place. start kneading it. And I'm trying to be very careful with the additional flour I put, because if it's too much it becomes hard and it's not soft. The bread's not gonna come out good. Alright, time to play with the bread. So it's been 5 minutes, a little bit over 5 minutes, just how much I play with the dough. But my hand is so dirty, so I don't know how to go about doing it. So I have an assistant here who's gonna help me with assembling this. This is why I don't bake. Look at how dirty and messy it is. Is that how it's supposed to be? Like when people make it, like?
No.
Is that just me?
Just you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so from what I understand, can you put some oil in this bowl right here? Take the bowl and put some oil, like spread the oil on it. Alright, so the goal is to put it in the bowl with oil, with some oil, so it doesn't stick. I think I did a good damn job, but who knows? Hopefully it comes out good. This should be very soft, how I work with my dough. Okay, I'll put some oil on it, that's enough. So then I can bring this into the bowl without having it stick on my hand. That's the goal. Okay, put some oil around it, and moment of truth, I have to do it fast before it's stuck. Okay. Alright, should be good. And next, saran wrap. Should be good with saran wrap on top of it. And leave it aside for about an hour or until it rises to be double. I'll put this in the oven because since it's the warmest place, and let it rise for an hour. Alright, be right back. So I've seen people make it much bigger, but I'm making it only this side. And hopefully it works. As you can see, this one is not too burnt like the first one. The first one is a little bit burnt. Everything else should be fine. I put it like medium heat right now, not high heat. And I think I have to play with the heat a little bit because I don't want the dough to burn too fast. And make it like that. Put it right in. What I noticed is the dough is still very soft. The best thing about having oil on your hand is it doesn't stick. Some people use water, but I find that using oil is so much better. Dog verified. That's what it is. So these 3 cups of bread flour, I made into 10 balls, actually 10 Vetkoek. And I think when I had it over there, they have it so much bigger. I think they made it very flat and big, and then throw it into the oil, and it comes and it's fat and it's fluffy. and but I made it into a lot of balls here, so it's a lot smaller because of my smaller pot. But what I noticed is I had to control the heat a lot. At first I put it medium high, and then I lowered down to only medium because it was too hot and it burned a little bit. So moment of truth, new recipe. I cannot wait to taste it and see if it tastes even close to what I had in South Africa. Alright, first, crispy from the outside. Soft in the inside. The texture though, inside is like bread, but very, very soft bread. Like, so soft. The outside is so crispy. Okay, I almost finished one, but time to evaluate this. Is it as good as the one I had in South Africa? Almost. Not quite. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by what I made just now. But the one in South Africa, it felt almost like the one in South Africa, they work with the dough even more. The dough is so much, it's soft, it's just like this, it's soft but tender at the same time. So do I like this? Yes, I like it. I will make it again, definitely make it again. What I missed the most about South Africa, so let's talk about my trip in South Africa. I love that I had the opportunity to play with the 10-month-old lions. I like that I went around the Cape side of South Africa and went through every single provinces along the coast. It was amazing. The beach was beautiful. But what I cannot forget, and whenever I think of South Africa, I think of their bread and their coffee. My all-time favorite. I love them. Had them every morning over there. And if I go back again, definitely explore more bread and coffee over there. So my experience so far with Vetkoek, making it at home, or fat cakes, that's what Americans call it. It's delicious. I thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I will see you in the next video.